And welcome to today's installment of the Hometown Football League. I'm Big Paulie coming to you, recording this on the night of August 23rd, 2020, for airing on August 24th, 2020. Today, Baltimore travels to Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers. Baltimore coming in 3-3, Carolina at 4-1. You see the weather there, 78 degrees. A balmy day in Charlotte for October. Calm wind, no precipitation. Baltimore will be run by the computer. I will run Carolina. Baltimore, combination of the pre-Indianapolis Colts of 1983 and backward, and the Ravens of 1996 and forward, and Carolina's just Carolina, who won the toss and will receive. Johnny Unitas and Cam Newton. Talk about a rare quarterback matchup there. Those are your dueling quarterbacks for the teams. Brian Billick, who won Super Bowl 35 for the Ravens, will be facing John Fox. Took them to a Super Bowl before going on winning Super Bowl himself with the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 50. Carolina in their light blue, I guess you could call it. Goodson, Oliver, and Stewart back deep. Baltimore in their white uniforms and blue numbering and lettering. And this is going to be 8 yards deep in the end zone, so that will be a touchback. Williams and Goings, your running backs for Carolina. Smith and Muhammad at wideout. Olsen at tight end. Newton quarterbacking. Gross, Norwell, Khalil, Wharton, and Brockermeyer, your offensive line. For Baltimore, and when you combine the Ravens and pre-Indy Colts together, you got quite a defense. Marchetti, Nagata, Lipscomb, Donovan, your front four. Hendricks, Lewick, Suggs. Ray Lewis, your inside linebacker. Hendricks and Suggs, your outside linebackers. McAllister, Keene, Reed, and Volk, your defensive backfield. And on 1st and 10, we're going to give it to Williams, and he'll go a trap right. And I need my glasses. And again, a couple. Keene, already hurt. One play, and looks like he might be done for the day. His return is doubtful. Stukes is going to come on and play in favor of him at corner. And he will be up here, number 47, matched up against Muhammad. Guess where I'm going to go? I'm going to go right to him. Crossing route. Newton scrambles. He has the first down, and he's in the clear. Up to about the 45 to the 47. 25 yards. Not a bad start for Newton. They'll go Goings on a dive play. Basic elementary play called 3 yards by Goings, and Donovan, who wrote a book called Fatso, pulls him down. They'll go to Muhammad, medium cross, as they'll try to expose Stukes. Instead, Newton throws to Benjamin, and he could not hang on. We'll again try to get the ball to Muhammad on a medium hitch on 3rd and 7. He's forced out of the pocket. Marker down.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 47. Automatic. First down.
And that's one way to get Stukes. Instead of getting him beat on a passing route, they get him beat on pass interference. And I'm going to open up a Coke here, folks, so just bear with me a moment. And that's going to be a first down. I promise you that is Coke and not beer. And it's a 14-yard gain. And a 1st and 10 for Carolina at the 36. Williams, off tackle left. As they go to a double tight end set, that's a gain of 4. Of course, Carolina has not been in the league very long. They've been about 25 years in the league. They were an expansion team in 1995. Whereas the Colts have a whole bunch of years between the Colts and the Ravens to choose from here. We'll go Williams, pitch right. Blitz coming, so we're going to change it to a short slant to Steve Smith. Not caught. Incomplete. So the Ravens, again, force a third down. Let's see if they can capitalize on it this time. Short cross to Muhammad. That's caught. And they finally burn Stooks. That's a gain of 9. First and 10 at the Baltimore 23. We'll go Williams. Pitch right. Williams works it to the 19 for a gain of 4. And now he's very tired, so out he will come. And they will go with Jonathan Stewart, who will come in the game and take the ball off tackle right to the line, and that is it. So again, Carolina has to convert a third down. We'll go to Olsen on the short hitch. Incomplete. Maybe we should have gone back to Muhammad. Warford 6, field goal time. Sly will come on and try a field goal from 36. He's got about a 58% shot at making it. It's blocked. Ted Hendricks again. He blocked the extra point last week. Kept that game close, and it was recovered by McAllister. So Baltimore gets it at their own 27 for their first offensive series. Lewis and Washington will be your running backs for Baltimore. Jamal Lewis and Joe Washington. Barry and Alexander, your wideouts. Heap at tight end. United's quarterbacking. Otkin, Yadda, Curry, Barwigen, Vogel, your offensive line. For Carolina, Peppers, Rucker, Jenkins, Short, your front four. Davis, Coochley, Beeson, your linebackers. Norman, Gamble, Minter, and Harris are going to be your defensive backs. And let's see what they do here on 1st and 10. Unitas to Lewis, who gains 4. Let's take a look at Unitas real fast in his game logs. See what he has done passing-wise. Best game was against Cincinnati, where he threw for 351. And he really hasn't played that well since. The next closest game in terms of passing yards, he was at 264 against Pittsburgh, but his rating was only 58.8 that day. 2nd and 6, ball at the 31. And that is to Lewis. He gets the first down. The pickup was for 6 yards. As I check, see if there's any lightning nearby, in which case I'll have to suspend doing the game. 1st and 10 at the 37. Screen to Joe Washington, and that picks up 7. Beeson on the tackle for Carolina. I'm slurping on my Coke, by the way. Sounds like I'm slurping on soup. 2nd and 3. That is to 86. Heap, who gains 25. Minter makes the stop for the Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 31. That is to Lewis. Minter on the tackle. Gain of 6. So Baltimore, the Ravens looking good here. 2nd and 4 at the 25. Joe Washington gains 2 yards. Of course, as I have said before on these games I have done for Baltimore, he would go on and play for the Redskins and do awfully well for them. 3rd and 2, ball at the 23. Screen to Joe Washington again, and that is a gain of 13 yards. Now a 1st and goal at the 10 for Baltimore. Washington again, but a marker.
Holding. Offense. Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
Yanda holding like a panda, and it's 1st and goal to 20. Unitas will scramble. 10. Down at the 6. A gain of 14. 2nd and goal from there. And Unitas called timeout there, so they have 2 timeouts left. The Panthers still with all 3. Same play, 2nd and goal from the 6. Fumble. Carolina's got the ball,
The previous play is under review.
but maybe not for long.
Upon further review, the runner was down by contact.
Whoa, a tough break for Carolina there, as the booth reviews the fumble and overturns the ruling of a Carolina turnover. And that was Washington who ran it down to the 1. 3rd and goal. And the crowd really letting the officials know what they think of that call. I think they're saying something about bulls. But Washington is stuffed at the line. And it's now going to be 4th and goal from the 1. They bring John Mackey in the second tight end. Not the Colts, but the Ravens will go for it. Colts play in Indianapolis, at least for our purposes. And it's a loss of 4. Lewis stuffed. And Carolina will get the ball back. 1st and goal, their own 5. Not 1st and goal, 1st and 10. Off tackle right, Jonathan Stewart. Stewart breaks free. 30, 40, 50. Will he go 96 yards? Put it on the board. Officially, they'll call it a 95-yarder. Jonathan Stewart, not the longest play we've had in HTFL play this year, but one of the longest. Your point after try is good. Well, that'll warm up the crowd. Jonathan Stewart, who I forgot to take out of the game and put D'Angelo Williams back in, scores from 95 yards out. We might have to keep Stewart in there. 7-0 Carolina with 2:37 left in the opening quarter. Here's Lewis back deep. Touchback. So now Baltimore with a little bit of work to do. Trailing by 7. 1st and 10 at the 20. And that is Lewis on the dive play. Peppers egged him down to the ground. 4 yards. 2nd and 8 from the 24. And this is Lewis again, who gains 9. Jonathan Stewart has an interesting line for the day so far. 2 carries, 95 yards. 1st and 10. This is a screen to Washington, and he'll have the first down, pick up a 13. Beeson makes the stop for Carolina. Ball to 46. Unitas picks up 2, and Beeson makes the tackle, and we have ended the first quarter. Lenny Moore will come in the game when we come back. 7-0 Panthers. So our goal this week is to try to get 6 games in, to get you midway through week number 7. I am going to make one change starting in week 10. The games that I do without commentary or very minimal commentary, the unplugged games, we are going to do those games away from making them their own videos. In other words, we're going to skip over those games, and when we skip over those games, we'll spend the first few minutes recapping what happened in those games. So, like, when we get to week 10 and you got Tampa Bay playing Arizona, we're not going to show you that, but we will just show you what happened in the game, show you the box score, show you who did what statistically. And that way we can get through the rest of the season a little bit quicker and get this project over with sometime maybe by the Super Bowl is my goal, Super Bowl 55. 2nd and 8 at the 48. The NFL, by the way, on August 23rd, they're still scheduled to play. Ball to 48. It's all scheduled to start in the second week of December. And we have a fumble, and that's going back to the house. Touchdown. Julius Peppers with the score. No, it is Harris who scored. Harris picked up the fumble initially. Norton caused the fumble. Peppers pitched it to Harris, and Harris will be accredited the 50-yard fumble recovery. Your point after, and it's going to be 14-0 Carolina. 13 seconds gone by in quarter number 2. Lewis again back deep. This will be returned. And will be out to
Holding,
the
receiving team.
21. But a hold against Nagata puts Baltimore back at their own 8. First and 10. Ball will be put into play from there. No gain. Lewis with blocking from Ogden, tackled by Jenkins. Second and 10. Joe Washington, no gain there. So 2 runs, getting nothing. Third and 10 from the 8. Will Unitas throw from deep in his own territory? He will, but that goes incomplete. Rutger made contact as Unitas was throwing, tried to dump it to Lewis, but it fell incomplete. So Carolina should get good field position on the punt. And we'll mention the particulars. It was Koch
receiving team,
punting.
10-yard penalty.
And Oliver brought it back 10. The punt went 52, but a holding penalty will bring all that back to the 35. And that's where Carolina will start. We'll give it to Jonathan Stewart since he's having such a good day. We might as well just leave him in for a while. No gain. And that'll bring his average down a little bit. 3 carries, 95 yards. Muhammad, medium out. Newton will scramble. I apologize for coughing. Gain of 7. He fumbled, but Newton recovered the fumble. That was Ray Lewis who knocked the ball out. And it's 3rd and 3. So they'll go 3 wide, put a man in motion, but they're going to look for Muhammad again on the slant. And that was a sack. Lipscomb immediately brings Newton down as he was going back to throw, so the Colt defense getting some good penetration there. 4th and 5. I have to cough again. So here's Norman on the punt, if you'll excuse me. And this time Lewis signaled for the fair catch. Made it at the 14. The punt went 46. Baltimore takes over. They trail by 14, and they start this possession at the 14. Got 86 yards to go to cut the lead in half. 1st and 10. Throw, looking for Alexander, but Gamble had him well covered. 2nd and 10 from the 14. And the round Alexander, and this is going to gain a little bit of yards. It's going to gain a lot more yards, 29 yards. Kuechly finally caught up to him at the 43. Good pursuit by Luke Kuechly, but not before Baltimore could pick up 29 yards on the rush. By the way, yardage-wise, Baltimore at 136, 21 plays, 14 rushes. Carolina 147 yards, 13 plays, 9 have been rushes. 1st and 10 at the 43. Gain of 4. Kuechly makes the tackle, and now we have a 2nd and 6. To Washington, who picks up 14. Beeson on the stop. Unitas to Washington. So Unitas off to a good start. 6 out of 8, 78 yards. 1st and 10 at the Carolina 39. Joe Washington again, 13 yards from Unitas. And Beeson again made the tackle. So guess what? It's 1st down again. Ball to 26. This time Unitas was looking for Heap, but Harris deflects it. Had Heap caught it, it might have been 6 points. 2nd and 10 at the 26. And this is Lewis turning the corner for 6 yards. Julius Peppers on the stop for Carolina. 3rd and 4 now. Ball to 20. Over the middle looking for Lenny Moore, but that falls incomplete. So they'll bring Tucker on to try a 37-yarder. Pushed it left. No good. Carolina takes over. Ball at their own 27. They lead 14-0. They'll go back to Stewart on a pitch right, which not too long ago worked for 96 yards. Gain of 5 this time for Stewart, and he's at 100 yards on his 4th carry. 2nd and 5. They'll look to Muhammad again on the short cross. Incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 68. 10-yard penalty.
Dorwell called for holding. 2nd and 15. They'll go 3 wide, and they'll look for Steve Smith on the medium slant. Newton scrambles, and he'll be close to the first down. He gets it. 2nd and 15 converted, and it's now 1st and 10 at the 37. Stewart, trap right, and that's only going to be for 3.
Offense, number 37, 10-yard penalty.
Goings called for holding, which backs the Steelers, not the Steelers, but the Panthers up 10. We'll go back to Stewart, pitch right. 3 yards this time, and that's a season high for Stewart, 103 yards. Ball at the 30. This is going to be a screen to Goings. And that's incomplete. Number 80 is Andy Nelson. He's back playing one of the safety spots. It is kind of an unusual position for a number 80 to be in on the defense. Long hitch to somebody. Instead, it's a dump to Stewart, who gained 4 yards. That's his first catch of the game. And the Panthers will punt with 3:57 left in the half. Here's Brad Nortman. I called him Norman earlier. I've been doing that a lot too. A fair catch at the 14 by Lewis, and Baltimore takes over. 3:14 left in the second quarter, and it's 14-0 Carolina, who looked to go to 5-1 on the year. They had a bye a couple weeks ago. Unitas to Washington for 14.
Holding. Offense,
but that will
number
come
50.
back. Bill Curry, who would go on and be a commentator and coach, most notably at the University of Alabama, called for holding, and that's a big swing of field position there. Now 1st and 17 at the 7. The gain would have been 14. Unitas from his end zone, incomplete, looking for Heap. 2nd and 17. Screen to Heap, who gains 10. Carolina will not call timeout. There is 2:55 left in the half. Screen to Washington. Well, he's been the go-to guy on the screens. That's a pickup of 10. That's his 6th catch for 70 yards today. First down for Baltimore. Fresh set of downs. We'll check the marker.
Start. Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Vogel called for the false start. 1st and 15. A throw, incomplete, looking for Lewis. Now 2nd and 15. This is Lewis. Another screen to Washington. And another nice gain, 16. That's his 7th catch. And that's a season high for him in terms of catches. We reached the 2-minute warning. That's 14-0 Carolina. 1st and 10 at the 38. Again looking for Washington, but that's incomplete. What did they do on 2nd and 10 from the 38? They go to the sideline and look for Alexander, but that's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 10 to Lenny Moore, but he only picked up 6. They needed 10. And Carolina will get it back on the punt. Or should. We'll let the ball roll and hope it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If not, we'll just play very conservatively from our own end, which didn't work too badly a couple of possessions ago because Stewart ran off a 95-yard touchdown. Minute 34 left. Opening half. It's 14-0 Carolina. We'll go right back to Stewart, in fact. Trap right. Gain of 7. I do not want to use timeouts. I'm just going to go to the half. And we will go trap right Stewart. He's got a first down and a little more. Pickup of 11. He's now at 121 yards on the day. We'll go to halftime. 14-0 Carolina. So recapping the yardage situation, Baltimore 215, 35 plays. 19 have been passes. Carolina 192 yards. They have run 20 plays. 14 have been rushes. Lewis back deep for Baltimore. Touchback. Now, first and 10 for Baltimore at their own 20 as we start the second half. To Washington, he gains 4. That's his 5th carry. And so far he has 11 yards to go of his 7 catches for 86. Second and 6 out of the 24. To Washington again, except it's deflected by Kuechly, who read the play nicely. Incomplete. Third and 6, ball to 24. This is Joe Washington, who gains 7. First and 10 at the 31. To Washington, who picks up 7. And it's Rucker who made the stop for the Panthers. Now second and 3 at the 38. Washington ahead of steam. He picks up 15. Gives him 7 carries to 33 yards. So total offense, he's at 126. You count the 93 yards receiving he has. First and 10 at the Carolina 47. Baltimore looking back, get back in the game. That's a long throw to Alexander, and it finds the target. Gain of 34. And he goes out of bounds. And it'll now be first and 10. Baltimore in serious business at the Carolina 13. So can the Ravens get something here? Loss of a yard to Lewis, and Rucker makes the tackle. Second and 11 at the 14. Here's Lewis. Can he turn the corner? No, not this time. Kuechly makes the stop. Third and 11. Ball at the 14. Unitas will scramble, and he finds the end zone. 6 yards, and he's got the pay dirt. 14 yards out, I should say. He's got the 6 points, is probably what I meant to say. Point after try by Tucker. Good. And we have a ball game now, folks. 14-7. 9:25 left in quarter number 3. Goodson back deep. We should mention the special teams. Lewis, Volk, and Lewis are the return men for Baltimore, by the way. I'm pretty sure I mentioned Carolina's earlier. I don't remember mentioning Baltimore's. Stewart, trap right. And Stewart continues to pound Baltimore here. That was a gain of 10. Wharton was injured. And now you got Smith. Medium cross. That's complete. Gain of 17. Newton to Smith. We'll go back to Stewart. Pitch right. He turns the corner, and he gains 6. Suggs on the tackle for Baltimore. Hamid still wants to get open against Stukes. We'll go to him on the medium cross. Incomplete. Third and 4. We're going to still try to get the ball to Muhammad, but this time on a wide receiver screen. That's incomplete.
Holding. Offense. Number 68, 10-yard penalty.
Norwell called for holding, and they will decline the penalty. Baltimore will. It'll be 4th and 4 from the 47. Nortman try to coffin corner it. And that landed at the 7. 1st and 10, Baltimore. From there, we have 7:24 left in the third. To Lewis. Back to the line, and that is it. 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 7. Incomplete. Now a 3rd and 10 at the 7. Takumi Sato just won the Indy 500. If you're watching this as I'm recording this,
number 72
will decline the penalty, the 3rd and 10 penalty, and make it 4th and 10. Force Baltimore to punt. And that punt rolled dead at the 44 from Koch. The punt went 49. 1st and 10 for Carolina. They lead still 14-7, and they have it at their own 44. Stewart having a good day, 137 yards, so let's go to him. Off tackle right. Marker before the play.
False start. Offense. Number 87, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Muhammad with the false start. So Muhammad goes to the huddle and says, well, just get it to me. We'll get the first down that way. Medium cross. Incomplete.
Offsides. Defense. Number 83, 5-yard penalty.
Hendricks. Offside, so it's now 1st and 10. So we're right back where we were. Medium slant to Steve Smith against the blitz. That's incomplete. Newton, 3 for 10 for 30 yards, so he is not having a good day. Stewart, having a good day. They'll go to him trap right. And he moves forward for 8. And Suggs on the tackle. How about a play-action medium pass to Muhammad? Instead, it's dumped off to Stewart, and he's got the first, a gain of 8. They'll go right back to Stewart, off tackle right. And another nice gain. He's at 153 after that 8-yard run. 2nd and 2. Be a long pass this time to Smith. Caught inside the 15. Out down to the 12 and a gain of 20. So I think you're going to see a pretty strong diet of Stewart here. We'll go to him trap right here at the 12. He goes to the 6. He's got 159 yards now on 12 carries. Carolina as a team, 19 carries, 219 yards, and they're averaging 11.5. We'll go back to Goings, off tackle left. Blitz coming, so we'll just turn it into a screen. A marker.
False start. Offense. Number 78, 5-yard penalty.
Back up Carolina 5, Brockermeyer. How about Wesley Walls on the cross? Blitz, so what do we do here? We just change it to a screen to Stewart. Stewart's on the board again. Touchdown. Eight plays, 61 yards. The drive took 4:16. Point after try, good. No, it is not good. It was blocked by Davis. So the lead will maintain at 13. And it's 20-7. Again, Baltimore forces the opposition to miss an extra point, as they did last week in the game with Cincinnati. We have 2:13 left in quarter number 3. Here's Lewis. a touchback. Unitas has work to do. 1st and 10 at the 20. Incomplete, but let's
Pass
check the
interference,
marker.
defense.
It's not good for
Number
Carolina.
24, automatic, first down.
They get Norman for the pass interference. So, plot thickens here a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 38. Lewis, no gain. Actually, that was Joe Washington. Beeson makes his 10th tackle on the day. 2nd and 10 at the 38. This is Lewis. He loses a yard. 3rd and 11. Ball at the 37. Throw and a catch from Unitas to Heap. That ends the 3rd quarter. 20-7, Carolina. Lydell Mitchell will come in as a replacement running back, and Roger Carr comes in as the fourth wideout. 1st and 10 at the 48. They give it to Lydell. And Lydell is close to the first down, short by a foot, gaining 10. 2nd and inches, ball at the 38. That's incomplete. And they were looking for Raymond Berry there. 3rd and inches at the 38. And Mitchell could not get to the first, but they'll challenge the spot.
Upon further review, the runner reached the first down marker. First down. No timeout will be charged.
So Baltimore uses the challenge and overturns the ruling of the spot, and it's now a 1st and 10 at the 38. Caught by Berry for 19. Norman on the stop. Norman, is that you? 1st and 10 at the 19. And this is Lydell Mitchell. He gains 14. He's down to the 5. 1st and goal at the 5. So Baltimore not quitting. And why would they with Unitas at the helm? Mitchell wrapped up by Short. 2nd and goal, still at the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Lydell Mitchell. And it's 20-13. Point after is good, and it's 20-14 with 11:26 left in the 4th quarter. So Carolina, feeling the pressure, I would think for sure. Has Goodson back deep. And Carolina will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. They win, they go to 5-1. Baltimore wins, they go to 4-3 in this very competitive Upper North division that they are in. Actually, they are in the Lower North. The Upper North is Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, Green Bay. Baltimore is in the Lower North with Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati. So we'll go to Stewart, who has already had quite a day. Off tackle right. Gain of 2, he's at 161 now on 13 carries. Muhammad, short cross. Which we're going to turn into a short slant. That's a gain of 7. 3rd and a yard. We'll go to Stewart. And we'll look for the high percentage running play, which would look like to be a dive. And he gets it. Gain of 3. And Stewart now at 164. He replaced D'Angelo Williams in the 1st quarter, and when Williams got tired, and then Stewart ran a 94-yarder off for a touchdown, and he has been in ever since. Stewart, this time, no gain. Norwell will come out. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And we will do a sweep left with Cam Newton himself. He loses yards. No, actually, he did not lose yards. That was no gain. Fumbled, and Stewart made the recovery. 3rd and 10. They'll go to Muhammad, medium cross. Incomplete. So Baltimore with the opening they were looking for. Here's Nortman on the punt. It was a good punt, had the Baltimore returner backing up. But he's got a return going. And that's a touchdown. Lewis goes 83 yards. And Baltimore's going to have the lead here in a moment. It's good. And it's 21-20. So let's look at the Baltimore punt returner here, which I believe is Jermaine Lewis. And he most definitely had a Jermaine play there. We'll see him there. Wide receiver too, but a very nice return. And you can't get any nicer than an 83-yard punt return. So Carolina, for the first time today, now trails 21-20 with 8:07 left. Touchback. They'll go to Stewart, off tackle right. He's stuffed at the line, and you sense momentum beginning to shift to Baltimore. Muhammad on the medium pass. Newton scrambles, but he's met hard by Big Daddy Lipscomb for only a gain of a yard. They'll go Benjamin, medium slant. And that's a throw and a catch. A gain of 15. Lipscomb coming out and won't return. So they'll put Adams in, Sam Adams. Texas A&M, he will be the replacement defensive tackle. Not bad a sub when you can get a 9 in there. Medium out to Muhammad. Incomplete.
Offsides. Defense. Number 95, 5-yard penalty.
And Adams was just a little too eager on his first play of the game, or his first play coming in to replace Lipscomb. And that's offsides. We'll go Stewart, off tackle right. That's a gain of 2. And he's at 166 now on the day. 2nd and 3. Double tight end set. Stewart is tired, so we're going to put D'Angelo Williams back in. Williams off tackle right. And he gets to the first down marker. Nicely done. Suggs makes his 10th tackle of the day. And with 5:40 to go, Carolina has a 1st and 10 at their own 46. We'll go Olsen, short cross. Incomplete. And holding.
Number 68, 10-yard penalty.
Critical penalty against Carolina. Williams, pitch right on 1st and 20. Gains 3. Smith, medium cross. Actually, no, we're going to screen it to Goings. I should have changed formations. Medium pass. Actually, a medium pass would not gain enough yards. We're going to go long pass to Muhammad. He's got it. 1st down. Gain of 22. We have 4:02 left now. They go back to the double tight end set. And they'll go to D'Angelo again. But it's going to be a screen to him instead of an off tackle left one. Incomplete. And they were probably lucky Suggs didn't pick that off and go all the way. Trap right, D'Angelo. Gain of 6. 3:11 to go. Carolina in field goal range, but I'm sure they will want more yardage. Smith, slant play. And a sack by Ray Lewis. 4th and 7 at the 36. Field goal has a 38% chance of success, but we will try it anyway. From 53, it's good. And Carolina retakes the lead. 2-minute warning. 1:56 left. It's 23-21 Carolina. And here's Lewis back deep. Goal line. Past the 20 to the 28, but it was going to come back. Hendricks called for the illegal block. 1st and 10. Ball to 13. Screen. To Lydell Mitchell, who gains 7 and gets out of bounds. Minute 33 left. All Baltimore needs is a field goal. Dropped by Mitchell on that screen. Unitas 16-29. 2:15. Mitchell again. Out of bounds again. A gain of 7 and a first down again. Ball to 27. A minute 13 to go. Long throw. Looking for Berry, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. Unitas to Mitchell, and he's getting all kinds of yards on the sideline. A gain of 16. And he steps out of bounds successfully. 53 seconds left. The ball is at the 43. Screen to Mitchell again.
Holding offense. Number 26, 10-yard penalty.
But this time they get Barwidge in for a hold. 1st and 20 at the 33, but now just 40 seconds to go. Sideline, yes.
Offsides. Defense. Number
And the
93,
offsides
5-yard penalty.
is not going to matter. That pass to Roger Carr is going to count. So now the ball is at the Carolina 46. 1st and 10 from there. Long throw to Lenny Moore. Incomplete. Grant all over the coverage. 2nd and 10. Ball to 46. We have 14 seconds left. A sack. And that's the game. Play took a long time as Unitas was scrambling and they could not get the ball. Clock stopped in time. Peppers with the sack, and that's your game. 23-21, Carolina, your winner. So Carolina to 5-1, and Baltimore will slip to 3-4. They had 400 yards. Baltimore did. Net offense to Carolina's 347. Let's see what else stands out. 1 turnover in the game. Very well played game. Baltimore had that turnover. 16 penalties, a little high. Baltimore ran 64 plays. 34 passes. Carolina, just 48 plays, 29 rushes. Baltimore, despite the play differential, had about even time of possession, 31-52 to Carolina's 28-08. Player of the game, I think it would have to go to Jonathan Stewart. Although Joe Washington had 93 yards receiving. And Josh Sly hit that 53-yarder to give Carolina the lead they would never relinquish. So Carolina goes to 5-1 on the year. And that puts them 3 games right now ahead of Tennessee. 3.5 in front of Atlanta, and Indianapolis is yet to play. Baltimore falls to 3-4. Half game behind Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, and a game and a half. Actually, I'm sorry, 2.5 games behind Cleveland, because they're 2 behind in the loss column and 3 behind in the 2 behind in the win column, 3 behind in the loss column. So our next 3 games, we'll see who got player of the game honors. It went to Stewart, indeed. Tennessee and Philadelphia will be our next game. Los Angeles at Jacksonville, Houston and Detroit. will be the third game we have coming up for you from this one. So again, your final 23-21. Carolina beats Baltimore. This has been Big Polly coming to you. We hope you enjoyed today's game. Hope you are well whenever you see this and wherever you are. And bye bye for now, everybody.